Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where we are going to talk about cream bronzer. This has truly been the year of cream bronzer. So many different formulas have come out and I have tried quite a few of them. So I'm going to let you know about all of my favorites and about all of my fails and hopefully be a little bit helpful to you if you are looking for a cream bronzer at this point. And if you haven't been before, if this is your first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I'm such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related. I love trying all of it so you don't have to. So we're just going to go through all of these, and if you want to see some more makeup on the timeline, do not forget to subscribe because I upload several videos every week. I did film this look, it's already live on my channel. I will leave all the things that I am wearing either in the description box or in the pinned comment, depending on whether or not my description box is full, because I am going to be linking and naming all of the bronzers that I'm going to be talking about as well. So if you're interested in this look, I will leave a link to the look and all the things that I'm wearing either in the description box or in the pinned comment, depending on where I have the space, but it's live. And I have quite a few bronzers right here. I don't know exactly how many. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, I think 15 different formulas. Some of these I have in more than one color. And some of these are new releases, some of these are older releases, and I'm basically going to be talking about, let's rank them. Let's start with my least favorite and then we can work our way to my absolute favorite. And I can let you know which ones I like, which ones I don't like, and why I like them and why I dislike them. So maybe you can find your favorite amongst these if you're looking for a cream bronzer. Quick housekeeping before we get into this. I am 38 years old. I do have some fine lines. I don't think that I have either super oily or super dry skin. I have pretty normal skin. I do get a little oily in my T-zone if it's very humid outside, but I never put any cream bronzer in my T-zone, so I don't think that that really is an area that's affecting my bronzer, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't like a sticky cream formula that doesn't dry down, and for that reason some things are ranked a little lower for me because that's not the formula that I prefer. But I do know that people that have very dry skin tend to love something that's like that because it works better on their skin. So keep that in mind when we're going through these options. Okay, let's start at the bottom. At the very bottom, I am gonna put something that I've actually only used once, and you're gonna be like, what? You're putting at the bottom, you're reviewing it even though you only used it once? Yes, this is the Pacifica Sun Dream Bronze, and it is already dried up. I don't know if you can see, let me see if I can. Can you see that there's a crack on the side? You can see it here, right? There's a crack on the side. Yeah, this one has already dried up. I opened this about a week ago. This is the shade medium. It looks very dark, and also now it is maybe a bit darker because it dried up, but it's a very sheer formula. I also did not like how patchy this looked on the skin, but it doesn't matter because it dried up. In a week it dried up. When I bought this, it did have a seal, you know, one of those you peel off, and apparently that seal means now you better use this jar up within a week because you can no longer use it. What was the point of this product, Pacifica? We all have questions. This was a bust. This was a bust. The next thing I'm gonna put, and I feel a little bad because a bunch of these are drugstore products, but I also have, listen, I have a very affordable product that's very high up. So if you're feeling like, hey Angie, why are you hating on all of these affordable products? Wait until we get to the end. I have a very affordable one that I really love. This one is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I think that this is a little bit too tuggy. It is a little hard to blend out, and when you want to blend it out to be a super effortless, seamless blend, it tends to move whatever you have underneath. It's not a horrible formula. You can make it work. It's reasonable. Like if you bought this one and this is the one you have, you could make it work definitely. If this is your budget, if this is what you can afford and you don't want to order something, sure, you can make this work. I just don't love it. I just don't love it. And there are so many other formulas out there that I feel work better than this one. And I feel the exact same about the NYX Wonder Stick. I have this one. What did I have this one in? I'm not 100% sure what shade this is. Someone said that, oh, Honey Drip. Yeah, someone said that there is actually a tag on here that says the name, but on e.l.f. products it's super small. So it says Honey Drip, and I have this one in light medium. This one has a highlighter on one stick and like a contour stick on one side. think this is meant more as a contour than it is a bronzer. It's not super gray though, so for me, I can use it as a bronzer. It's a pretty good neutral bronzer-ish thing for me. The highlighter is pretty good as well. I feel the same about this one as I feel about the e.l.f. one though. It is a little tuggy to blend out. It's not impossible. It's definitely not impossible, but you can really tell when it comes to, at least according to me, you can really tell what you're paying for when you're buying a more expensive product. Most of the times when you're buying like a cream bronzer or a cream contour, it really is the blendability. That is what you're paying for. Again, if this is the one you have, this is the one you have to use, it's not horrible, but when I have all of these, this isn't the one that I prefer for that reason. And I'm also gonna put the Glam Shop one here. I actually liked this more in the beginning, but the more that I used it, the more I realized that this is in a pot. The Glam Shop is a Polish indie brand. I will put down below which ones of these I bought myself and which ones I got in PR. This one I got in PR, the other three I bought myself. But this one, it is good, but it is not as blendable as some of the ones that we're going to be talking about in a bit. And it's not bad, but it's just not as emollient and as blendable as some of the other formulas that we're going to talk about. So again, I don't hate this, but I definitely think there are better bronzers out there. And the more I've used it, the more I've realized that this isn't super easy to blend out. Now we're going to talk about something that I feel a little bad saying this, but I don't really know what the whole point with this Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer was. It is very sheer, and it looks nice on the skin, but this is sticky, and I have Angie. This looks good on the skin. It's very sheer, which is nice when it comes to bronzer. I like that, and it is buildable, but it is so sticky. It is definitely one of those balms that just stays balmy, stays sticky. So I have to set this with a powder or a bronzer powder, like preferably the one that came in the Makeup by Mario, but then I feel like I'm just adding another step to my bronzer routine, because then I have to use two products to get my bronzer to look good. And then we're in the area of like, am I just adding products for no apparent reason? So for me, I don't necessarily think that this is meant for me. Maybe if you have more dry skin, if you like a balmy product, if you want something that's very dewy and light on the skin. I'm not living that dewy / sticky skin life, but if you are, maybe you'd like this. For me, I didn't feel like it really serve the purpose in my collection. And I'm gonna put this one here for the exact same reason, but the reason why there are two reasons why the Pixie one is higher than the Makeup by Mario, and this is the Pixie on the Glow Bronze. And that is because this one is actually a little, almost like a double product or even a triple product, because it is shimmery and it has a little bit of a warmer undertone. So for me, I can use this as a glowy bronzer blush almost, and it can be just like a multi-product for me. And there's not a lot of multi-products out there that I actually enjoy. The only reason why I don't think that this is perfect is because this also doesn't entirely dry down. But it's a lot more affordable than this one, and I actually feel like I don't need to set this with something. This one I really feel like I need to set. Had this one set down a little bit more, I think that this would have been higher up, because I actually really like how this looks and feels. Okay, don't come for me. I think that this looks beautiful. This is a Charlotte Tilbury contour one. This is an easy contour, and I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree. Think this product is really good. This is one of those with the poofs, and you like poof it on, you poof it on and you blend it out. The thing with this is that I think that this one dries down this dries down, which is great, but it dries down a smidge too quick, which makes it a little hard to blend, to have time to actually blend it out and make it look seamless before it dries down. And then when you try to blend it, you start disrupting your foundation and the stuff that's underneath, because you're trying to blend something that's already almost dry. I would recommend, if you have this one, I do one cheek and fix it and then one cheek and fix it, because I feel like it dries down too quickly. I've heard others that don't agree at all with this. I just feel like this is a beautiful product once you have learned how to work with it. I feel like the learning curve is a little steep in the beginning, and for that reason, calling it easy contour, I'm like, oh, maybe we're pushing it a little bit with the Easy. It's nice though, but it is also expensive. And it's definitely not on top. Now we're going to talk about a product that is actually kind of new. I feel like some of the other ones have been really new as well. But this is the LYS bronzer, the No Limits bronzer in Harmony. This is the one that was described as a medium. This is so soft. Can you see that it's so soft that the tip is broke off? This is so soft and so pigmented that I feel like it's too pigmented for my liking. And there are several bronzers out there that I like, but I don't prefer them because they're too pigmented for my liking. If you love a pigmented product, something that really shows up and it gives you color straight away, I think you're gonna love it. It's easy to blend, it is very creamy, and it is very pigmented. For me, it is just maybe a little bit too pigmented. I feel like maybe a little bit too much comes off. Even when I use it, like even when I put a brush on the product instead of putting the product directly to the skin. If I put the product directly to the skin, way too much product comes off. If I put it on the brush, I still feel like a little bit too much product comes off for my preference. I've also seen other people review this and say that they love how pigmented it is. So I think that this is a preference thing, and I also think that this is the reason why this comes in the middle for me. There's nothing wrong with the product, it's just that my preference is something that is not this pigmented. This product could have been on top if it had been for the color, and there might be a better color out there. I'm not 100% sure. This is the Cheeks Out Cream Bronzer by Fenty in Macchiato. This is number 3. There's really... the main thing about this color, I like this formula. I think it is a really good formula. It works with a brush, it works with a sponge, but I wanted to take out, because this is the powder bronzer, and my favorite color in the powder bronzer is Private Island. This is one of my most used powder bronzers in my collection. You can tell, do you see how used this is? And if you angle it a bit, you can even see that the pan is starting to peek through. You can see like the ridges of the pan. This is my perfect color. And this is the color in Macchiato. And you can just tell the Macchiato is so much more gray or cool tone than this one. That is more yellowy orange. And I love this on me. Like I said, it's one of my most used bronzers in my collection. Had this one had a little bit more of a warmer undertone, I feel like I would have used it so much more. But I feel like this one is... It's like a really great formula, but in a color that I don't love. It's more of a contour on me than a bronzer, and I don't contour that often. If you can find a color though that is like perfect in this formula, I do recommend the formula a lot. I think it's a really nice formula. I got the color that I thought was going to be best on me while I was in the store. I was swatching all of them, and even though I picked the one that I thought was going to be best for me, it's still a little bit too gray to be perfect. This is the one that used to be on top for me, but I actually have it here, and this is the Milk bronzer. Mine is kind of old. Maybe it's time to declutter it, if we're gonna be honest. I've used quite a lot of mine though. I have mine in a mini. I think that only the minis are available now, but I'm gonna be honest. I mean, you can draw this on your face. There's so much product still in this one, if we're gonna be honest. This is the one in Baked, I think, which is the... I think they have 2 colors, which is not enough either. The smell, it smells like crayons, and mine is starting to smell like old crayons. Does this make sense? I don't think it makes sense, but I will say I think that mine is, it's probably starting to turn. I probably should get rid of it. This is a really good product though, but I will say it hasn't aged as good as another product that used to be a step below this one, but this one hasn't aged as good as that one, because this one, I don't reach for it as much as I reach for the other one, and I feel like it could be that the other one has more colors, it's more affordable, and it also has stayed as creamy as in the beginning, all throughout me owning it, because I have owned it for quite some time. Still a good product though, it really is a good product, but I don't think that this is the reigning champion anymore. This used to be the reigning champion when it came to cream bronzers, but there has been a boom of cream bronzers this past year, and I feel like some formulas have surpassed this one. I want to give a quick shout out to this formula. I'm fairly sure that this is the formula. This is from Tarte. This is this Breezy Cream Cheek Duo. This is in Seychelles, and I'm fairly sure that some of you told me that they do have a cream bronzer formula from before that you can buy just the bronzer if you wanted to. They also have this in a deeper one. This is the light one. This is a beautiful, neutral, but not too cool bronzer on me. It still shows up, it looks beautiful, it is so easy to apply and blend. It is the perfect amount of sheer, and I love how this looks. And also this blush that's in here, that's in Pink Sands, which is like a pinky peach with some shimmer in it. Beautiful. All in all, this compact, really beautiful. And I have heard that if you just wanted to buy the bronzer, they do have that as well in a single, but I don't think that they have enough colors of this one. I will say that I don't think they have enough colors of the bronzer, but I do think it's a really, really good formula. Okay, this is the affordable option that I would recommend as of right now, as of filming this. I have heard that the new cream bronzer formula from Makeup Revolution, we'll see how I feel about that, is really good. I'm gonna see if I can try it out. I have been burned by Makeup Revolution before, but now I've heard that from several different people and also from you that is a really good formula, so I will try it out. This one I have in 2 colors. This is the Soul Body Cream Balm Face and Body Bronzing Balm. This is the brand that's owned by ColourPop, and you can buy this at the ColourPop site, and you can use a code. I have a code, my code is Angelica, and you can get some money off. This is in light. It is a beautiful, slightly warm though, slightly warm bronzing like balm. You can use this with a brush, you can use this with a sponge. It is very emollient and kinda sheer but buildable. It does dry down, it's not sticky, and it has the Soul Body smell. It is a little bit like a tropical coconut kind of a thing. I love this one. It is affordable, high quality, and as you can see, I feel like this is not good for the price. This is good. If you're looking for a good cream bronzer that is not just good for the price, but actually good, I would recommend this one. This one is in medium, the one that I wear when I have a tan. Scent is amazing. I think one of these I bought myself and one of them I got in PR. But yeah, if you wanted to get an affordable bronzer and if you don't mind ordering online, I would definitely recommend the Soul Body ones. I have been talking about these for years and years, and they're still incredible quality. Really do recommend these if you didn't want to splurge and buy a more expensive one. Ooh, let's talk about the ABH one. This is the ABH cream bronzer. I have mine in golden tan. You can see that this one is very well used. I really, really, really like this one. I think it is a really good bronzer. It is slightly on the warmer side. I would have loved for it to be a little bit more on the neutral side, because it is quite, if it had been a little bit more sheer or a little bit more neutral, it would have been my absolute perfect color. But I still think it's beautiful, and they have expanded the range. I mean, I bought mine just blindly online. If I actually looked at this in store, I probably could have found an even better shade, if we're gonna be honest. But the quality of this one is beautiful. Like I said, they did expand the range. It is a really nice jar, and you get a lot of product in here. You can use it with a sponge, you can use it with a brush. Really good quality. I really do enjoy this one. Highly, highly recommended if you were looking for a cream bronzer. And I feel the exact same about the Charlotte Tilbury one. This is the Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. This one is in medium. This one is also a little bit more on the sheer side. This has a little bit more of a neutral undertone than the other one. I mean, this is a medium, and it is slightly too dark for me, but since it is a little bit on the sheer side, it really works out for me. It just looks sun-kissed. Beautiful formula, dries down, looks incredible on the skin. You can use it with a brush, you can use it with a sponge. It is just really, really pretty. I mean, it is expensive. It is a nice compact though. It comes in, I think, 4 different colors, if I'm not totally mistaken. It is a nice compact. It has a mirror. It feels luxurious. It is expensive though. I mean, if you're looking for cream bronzer and you don't want to splurge on Charlotte Tilbury, get the Soul Body ones. They're really good. And the reigning champions, the ones that I like the most, are the Rare Beauty ones. I'm actually wearing the Rare Beauty today. I think the Rare Beauty bronzers are incredible. The formula of these, I have it in 2 colors. I have it in Happy Soul, which is the one that I'm wearing today. It is the one that is like a warmer medium. Yeah, this is the one that I'm wearing today. And then I have it in Power Boost, yeah. And this is the one, I think this is the lightest one. This is a more neutral, but still not cool toned, lighter one. These are beautiful. They are the perfect amount of sheer, the perfect amount of emollient. These are such good formulas that you can paint these on from the stick if you want to. If you're lazy like me, you can paint them on with your stick. If you forgot and you accidentally powder your face, they will still work. They will work if you go in with a brush or a sponge. They will work if you put it on directly with a stick. They will work with any kind of tool. They will work if you accidentally powdered before. It's just a really good formula that dries down, stays there all day. And there is a reason why these are always sold out. There's a reason why these are super, super hyped. And it's because they're actually that good. They're actually that good. I think this is the best product, at least according to me, from that I've tried from Rare Beauty. And I've tried quite a few products from Rare Beauty. These are just really good, and that is my favorite at the moment. Please let me know, have I missed your favorite? Is there a really good cream bronzer out there that I am missing out on? I want to try the Makeup Revolution one because I have heard from both creators and from like makeup forums and also from you subscribers that that is actually a good one. So I'm gonna give that one a try. Next time I either see it online or see it in store, I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna see what I think about it. But is there another formula that I am missing out on? I mean, honestly, I have so many cream bronzers. Do I need another one? Definitely not. But if I am actually sleeping on one that's better than some of my favorites that I'm mentioning here, please do let me know. I'd love to hear all about it down in the comments. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow for a new video. Bye!